Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're tuning in from. Hope you're having a good week. We ended the week on a positive note, and I hope you ended your week on a positive note. So, we're just going to take a quick look at the trades that we were involved in this week and give you our thought process behind why we took the following trades. So, the first trade I'm going to be going through is Euro, EURJPY. So, with EURJPY, what we see is from the 1 hour, EURJPY has been extremely bullish. Okay, so high. What's happened with my mouse? Mm-hmm. High, low, high. Okay, we tried to make a high low, but we did eventually make a high. And yeah, so this is where we are. And if you were to simply draw a simple trend line, you see we're moving all the way up. We are extremely bullish, and there's no reason for you to want to be selling this market in the long term. Of course, you can take short opportunities within this massive move and make your money. So basically, where could we have said we've been bullish as far as the beginning of this year? The moment we did break this high over here, the moment we broke it, we signified a message and said we are net bullish. So this is how we moved. If you can't see it better, you can use the line chart. So you can see high, 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 low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, and whatever high will be made. Okay, let's empty drawings for now. Remove drawings. So it's pretty clear that we're extremely bearish in these markets, and our goal as traders is just to trade the prevailing trend. And that's not to say the trend is your best friend. I don't believe in none of that nonsense. So the most recent break of structure that happened was right here. We broke this high, and where did the liquidity that break this high, come from? Right here. So we acted off of this zone. We can refine it a bit better. So from here we broke this structure and went to the upside. Let's take it to the 30-minute time frame and see. Okay, so what we were looking for this morning was for price to come into this zone for us to buy it, but we didn't get that opportunity. That opportunity didn't present itself. In fact, we refined this zone to this small chunk right here, and price didn't get to where we wanted it to get. But price did after off of this, liquidated it, and then went further upwards. Well, from the 50 minutes time frame, we see there's still not an interest point to act off of. Though you can take the 50% of this block right here. Those of you who are familiar with ICT's works, you would call this the PD array, or I should believe the breaker block. I really don't trade ICT, so bear with me on that. And still, you wouldn't have gotten executed. But it did have the open, so you could have played off of that. So here's how our setup was looking like. So we were expecting market to come here. We didn't get that obviously, so we went to the 5 minutes time frame and established how market was moving. If you believe we went to the 3 minutes, good. So on the 3 minutes, what do we have? We had where's my annotating tool? Thank you. This leg, corrective leg down, then we did this. Our goal was for my price to come here before we can go bullish, but we didn't get that. But What we did get instead was a breakout structure here, signifying yes, we're gonna go higher. Maybe we're just not gonna tap into the zone that we want to tap into. So what did we do? We said, okay, the market has shifted, and our job is to move with it. So once the market moved and shifted upwards, we also shifted our bias. Now, there were a few ways you could have participated in this. Others participated off of the kissing candles right here, week to week, order block right there. If you go to the 1 minute, I believe, there you go. But I believe we did pick it from the five. We played the hours off of the 5 minutes. So this block right here before market went bullish, price left an unmitigated range right in there. And you can argue if we take out the weeks, because those were very well mitigated. So we were now waiting for price to come here for us to execute our trade, and that's exactly what we did. And it was a really good trade. We did manage to scale in 2 trades. So our first buy went as follows. We're targeting the highs. This is where we're currently at. I collapsed mine at 30 pips. This is why I decided to close at exactly 30 pips. So I just flattened it out just a couple of minutes before doing this recording. This is the trend I have right here. So you can see it. So as far as today's positioning was concerned, retail was extremely bearish and banks were taking the other side of the trade. So meaning pro trend was bullish. So my goal today was just to take buys in as far as this market was concerned. That's with the EURJPY. We did take trades yesterday at night on this pair. At the time, this is what the sentiment looked like. We had 80% bullish retail traders, so meaning the banks had to take the other side of the deal, meaning pro trend was bearish. So at the time when this happened at 10, I believe, exactly here in around this zone, retail traders were trying to buy it, kept buying because they saw this impulsive leg, and because of fear of missing out, FOMO, were buying the top. But those who managed to get in the buys earlier had their stop placed right there. So the banks came to liquidate that, came and plugged in more buys. So I identified this region right here. It did get violated quite a bit, but my stop was high enough for me not to get tagged out. Okay. I realized there was a zone up here which had to I knew market could eventually play off of this block. That's why I had this box outlined. So now in this box, I was waiting for a schematic to play out. If you guys know of Wyckoff and Wyckoff trading, so my first risk entry was this one. Then I scaled in here at the break of this supply zone and the retest of this supply zone. I pumped in another trade, and the moment I knocked off from school, I'm a student, guys. Yes, I do study and trade at the same time. It's not the easiest thing to do. I came and collapsed this trade right here, and let me unlock this because the prevailing sentiment had some issues with it. So I did just make 17 pips off of it, but it was a good 1 to 7. I didn't take any partial, so I just ended up closing up 7%, 11% right here. Then it came and extremely violated that, so we're gonna be seeing what happens next week. Gold, I took a losing position on gold. If my trade will be visible, so this is the trade I took on gold. We go to the 1 minute so you can see it better. So on gold, retail was extremely bullish, so I took a sell right here. It did play well. I didn't partial out, so it came and stopped me out. So I took a losing trade here I lost 5% on this one because I went in quite heavy. I should have followed my rules and broke even the moment we broke below this low, but sometimes you're not in your best game. So the moment it did that, I knew the moment we break this zone, we're gonna go extremely bullish and try to aim for this zone right here. I believe I have outlined it right here. I did make some annotations which are trying to buy it up somewhere. Exactly here. We are almost there, I should think. So immediately stopped me out. I waited for the retest of this broken supply zone, which has turned into demand. So I bought off of that upon testing this order block right here. Right here. If you use our time frames, you see quite clearly. So this is what supported the move to the upside. So we did break from here, came, retested this block, we went up. So we were coming back to retest this. If it was gonna break below this zone here, it was gonna sell off. So I was okay taking the loss if it does break off of this point. Okay, so I was gonna incur 2 losses, but the 5% I lost here, I recovered it here. On this trade I made about, do the math, I made about 30%. I went in the same size as I did on this one, and here I was able to catch 100 pips. Here I lost 26 pips. My stop was 10 pips, sorry. Here was quite bigger, it was 14 pips, but the reward was extremely tremendous. 1 to 7, I made 7 times more than I risked. Here I was a 1 to 2 trade, so this covered everything and left me net positive for the week. Plus we had this winning trade here and EURJPY. Earlier this week I took the following trades. I didn't take this one, I missed this one. I did get into these 2 buys and collapsed them here, making 16% on this one, and this one was supposed to be a 40%, but I did partial out and managed to close it on 10%. Yeah, guys, sometimes it's hard to hold on to trades, but this one moved fairly well, and the moment it hit target, it dropped, which was quite strange for some people. So let me just try to dive into the inside why we have our take profit where it is. So let me remove drawings, hide drawings, and take it to the daily so you can see just where we are and why price did. So this is a price level. Price went a bit higher, as you have seen, because what you're seeing is after price dropped a bit. So I identified this order block right here, and I knew if price gets here, I was looking to close all my trades and flatten all positions, so you can see. So as we got closer, I began to close the trades. The goal in mind was to, you can see how wide that range is. So there's still potential for it to go break this zone and continue going upwards, but I didn't collapse my trades. I did not take any positions on Bitcoin, but I did have a position I got into there. Here I was looking to get in here, but I missed it right here. I was in class. This is how I planned this trade. The thing was I was gonna set a buy limit here, but I wasn't around, so I'm not gonna claim trades. I'm not here to take all the trades and catch all the glory, and but after I missed this trade, right, there was a chance for me to scale in back here, but again I was in class 11 early in the morning. So after I missed this, I realized I was an opportunity to get back in here, and I missed this one as well, and both of them run collectively 28% on this one and 20% on this one. if you held onto this trade, target's trying to break those highs, and if you miss this one, you could still have, after the break of this zone here, on the retest, that zone outlined there, you could have been looking here after break, come back and break here or there, you could have still entered on a pretty decent trade. So there were many opportunities with Bitcoin. I didn't take them. The other pair I was looking at was CAD JPY today, and I missed the trades. I missed the trades. Let me show you what I was trying to catch. So I had two buy limits set, one at that zone and one at that zone. This one barely got tapped. If it got tapped, it would have been phenomenal. I would have locked in 13% on this one, but price missed me by a fraction of a pip, so my pending order didn't get hit on this one. So we left that one out, and at the time I came, the market was right here, and I couldn't be buying from here. Fear of missing out on something I don't do, something I don't have. So I let the trade go because I had 5 winning trades already, up tremendous amount of RRI. My account has been flipped over and over with the trades I took. So why should I be trying to rush into this trade? So I just let it pass by. I'm happy if I miss a trade, but it plays out exactly the way I thought it would play out. I really enjoy that. hmm Sharing your screen, blah 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 blah. I never realized it does show that. Okay, so where is it gone? Okay, guys, I'm new to this whole recording thing on trading view. EURUSD. EURUSD was quite interesting for this week. I was looking to get buys here, so it did violate everything and took us out. But we did get in on buy. I closed it right there because markets were looking undecisive. This was 1 to 7, but I closed it just about 0.5% because I didn't like the price action and how it was developing. But it did eventually go play out just the way I wanted it to. But I'm just human. I don't like the emotional rigor that comes with trading sometimes. So if I don't like what I'm seeing, I jump out pretty fast. Another thing you could have done was to take sales on USD card because we were net bearish and traders were trying to buy it to catch the bottom. Reason why traders keep doing that, I don't know. But I didn't look at it. I have a bad history trading USD card after reviewing my stats. So I decided never to trade it again. So I just take a look at it, but I never trade it, same as USD CHF. So guys, you have to be truthful to yourselves and just look at your stats, which pairs you almost always lose when you take a position on them. For me, it's USD card and USD CHF, so I stopped trading them because why continue trading things that I'm always losing? So I stick to my pairs, which I'm almost all the time always winning. 90% of the time, I'm winning with this pair: GJ, EJ, EG, Bitcoin, CAD JPY, EURUSD, and gold. So I stick to my few limited pairs. I used to trade indices, but I stopped because I don't have the time. I just need a few commodities to trade. I just need about 5 currency pairs. If even just one of them is set well for the market, I can make a good 10% off of that in one day. 20%, 30%. The upside is unlimited. So don't look at everything. So you see me, I have about more than 30, 60 items listed here. Doesn't mean I'm trading all of them, just have to keep an eye on things and see how things are moving. And I have some of them just for practice sake because sometimes your pairs won't always be in good shape for you to trade them, so you have to stay away from the markets during those times. And yeah, just to keep myself busy and active and practicing, I look at other pairs but never trade them. For instance, my favorite pair used to be your USD ZAR, USD ZAR, but I stopped trading it because the spread is too high.